Good morning, top of the middle of the morning to everybody. 10:32 a.m. on Wednesday, April 8th. We are hearing good news coming out of the Middle East. The market is happy. We have gapped up 800 plus points overnight. We'll take a look at that in just a second. But more to the point, we are about to enter into this gap. So we're watching closely here. We're going to see if it can hang on. I've already made a little bit of profit today. I'm not going to push it. I've been going 1, 2, 3 micros at most off of this pre-market low, which we just lost on QQ. We could see a bounce here, but it doesn't feel very likely. So, quick review and focus check. Should be better. Okay. I think that looks better. No, we got less in focus than we were last time. Always picking the wrong direction. Okay. Whew. Now we're in focus. Hi, everybody. We are entering into the gap on QQQ. This over here on the Dizzle. Big old gap. It goes all the way down to like $5.90, $15 gap on the Qs. We want to be very cautious about that level. Inside this gap, I'm not playing. So, big news overnight. Peace-ish. Out of Iran. We have a 2-week ceasefire. Now, if we reclaim this pre-market low on the 5-minute, I can justify engaging with a long. I have to combine that with my VIX view. You guys don't normally get to see this 6x6 view. Still looks like the buyers are holding on, but it's not looking awesome. Let's go to the 3-buy view. Okay, that's more like it. Come on, trading view. You're making me look bad. Okay, we're gonna get those out of the way. Still watching the 6,800 level on the ES, seeing a bounce. Watching closely, none of those charts look right, but I will potentially create a long here if I start to see some green from ES. Yep, okay, I'm long 2 micros. Now, let's just see where we are. This is all yesterday's levels, or sorry, Monday's levels, Tuesday's levels. Last time I traded, today's Wednesday. Didn't trade on stream yesterday. Oh, where is oil? We were up here in like the 111 to 117. We are all the way down here at 95. Uh-oh, now I'm getting some oil action. Again, we're back into this gap where I'm not eager to be super long sized. Do see some support off this EMA around 25,000. This could just be a 25,000 test, 6,800 test on ES, but 67.99.50 on the ES is suggesting that we're perhaps going to punch through. Oil's getting a pump over 95. I'd love to see a rejection here at 96. No, maybe.
Order filled.
All right, I added one more off of the EMA tap over on the 1. That's a 5-minute. That's a good EMA tap on the NQ chart. Okay, seeing the 96 rejection on oil. I'm hearing that Israel may be breaking the ceasefire already. Oil getting that push. I will size down if we start to head back down. I'll actually go ahead and just put a stop way down there. That's good news. Like this green I'm seeing.
Order filled.
Took off 2 out of 3. Those are pretty much break even. Now my stop's at break even. Now this trade can't hurt me. We're bottom fishing here, guys. We're bottom fishing, looking for little rejections and little bounces. And we're going to try and ride this, maybe create another trend. I don't know that we're going to get a lot of more upside trend, but that 6,800 reclaim on ES, which is not on the charts, I do like seeing this rejection off the VIX. You see that our EMA is working here on the 5 and on the 5, and this is on the 1. That's silly. That's silly. Let's go to the 15. That'll be easier to look at. Yeah, see? We should probably put a line over there where this oil had a bouncy bounce situation. I like these white lines. White lines. Ticket. I'm gonna go ahead and taking profit here. I didn't like that rejection off the overhead E. And again, we are in the gap with VIX having a bounce, oil having a bounce. Let's see what happens. Just raise my stop instead of taking profit. Okay, I'm at the bottom of that last sell candle wick. This is on the 2-minute on TopStep, funded. This is the ad that I had down there at the bottom. In fact, I really enjoy that ad at the bottom. I'm going to just move my stop way down there. Rejections, oil is under 96. Are in the gap, however. Would have been stopped out there. It would have been our profit stop. Let's see if the buyers hold down here. Just watching closely here. This is all just gravy on the market. Market got a huge move up, like irrationally huge move up. Tested 6,800 again on ES and losing it. So unless we get a nice tail wick down there, time for me to exit gracefully in profits. Yes, 67.99. 75. That's good bounce. 825. Still getting stuffed at 800. Moving my stop back up to profit. Look at that position management, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get over this overhead EMA, but I like what I'm seeing out of the VIX. Again, rejecting this overhead EMA on the 5. Oil staying under 96. There we go. Come on, let's get a little motion in the ocean here. No, it's
Order
failing.
filled.
All right, I took my profit because we're just not getting the push that I wanted. We're on lowering volume here below the pre-market low, inside the gap. Oil's getting a little bit of a push back towards 96. Now I will re-enter if we start to see 6,800 become support on the ES. But the way that it just punched through, oh, it's back under 67.98, 67.99, 50. It's a fight there at 6,800. No telling what's going to happen. But I will jump in if I start to see a huge rebound coming, which currently is not manifesting. Okay, it's getting a little bouncy here. You guys see my screen? Barely see my screen. A little bit of a bounce here. Watching real close on the EMAs. Be great to see a rejection from VIX here. UVXY 4420s, that's a good sign. Back over to 6,800 on ES, but it's still getting pumped
Order
there.
filled.
Getting popped in the face every time we go over 6,800. I'm just going to do one micro here. Okay, that is a good bounce. I like the tail wick here. And I just move my stop under that cluster of wicks. Risking $42 out of my 174 profit. All right, is this going to be the bounce that gets us over the EMA? If not, I'm going to exit real quick because it's going to be a loss for me. So let's see. We got to get over. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Profit up and... Sorry, stop up and profit. Don't trust any moves today, everybody. This is a sketchy market to be trading in, especially in a funded account. I can probably flip over to evals after this trade even. That's the bounce we were waiting for, everybody. Right here off the bottom. ES reclaimed 6,800 with some gusto. VIX getting a much more forceful rejection. I still don't like the oil around 95.50, 95.47, 44. Okay, this could be the bounce that we were waiting for, everybody. I've been tickling this bottom this whole time. You watch me do it. And now we're getting a little bit of, it's a little bit of stuffage still getting stuffed. Our stop is at break even, so I'm not concerned. I'm just going to narrate this for you guys. Here's what I'm watching over here on the 5. We attempted to base, lost the base. Now we're attempting a new
Order
base.
filled.
And I'm stopped out. So, still watching the VIX. UVXY put in a little bit of a bounce off the 44 level, which reminds me, we're going to pause over here on TopStep, and we're going to go into my take profit trader, which I traded yesterday, also not on stream. Sorry about everybody. If anybody was looking forward to my stream, I would be surprised. But you can see this TPT got passed yesterday. All I got to do is flip it and not lose $31 today. So I'm just going to try and catch a little momentum when I see it, if and when I see it. And I don't love the... We're at the bottom of this little range here. Glad I got out on my TopStep funded. And again, we're looking for any kind of momentum in any direction here. I'm seeing UVXY start to bust up. Oil's back at the 96 level. Need to see a real good looking rejection there if I'm going to take this long past this TPT. I could just open and close, just do a flip on it, but I actually want to put a trade on for you guys. 67.99.50 on the ES. 75, 50, 25. This is where the fight is. 6,800 is held again. I'm seeing top wicks form on the UVXY, but it's still above 44.40. VIX putting in a little bit of green here. Market also putting in green here. Oil 95.70s. Don't love this long, everybody, but I might just have to take it. Might be one of those where it's like getting the oil reject off 96. Let's see if it sticks. Nope, UVXY getting to pop up. 6,800 on the ES. Okay. Seeing a little rejection on the UVXY at highs. Nope, just broke into a new high. And it got rejected. This is kind of a no trade zone until we see directionality either from oil or VIX. Right now I'm seeing expansion on VIX. See how this test goes at 2175 level. 2175 gets us 22. A 22 test gets us maybe up to 2270s. We got another $1 to run on the VIX. This is not a great time to be scalping small. We're just gonna watch it happen. This is something I'm really gonna be working on over the next month of streaming. This is our third week anniversary. Look ahead to the next 3 weeks. I think I want to try to make this stream a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more relatable. The market is very happy right now, but it's also very not giving continuation. We are deep in the gap. 67.95.50 on the ES. I need to see a reclaim of 6,800 before I really want to like be engaged in a long with size, or at least a better rejection from oil and the VIX to go long. Now, You could call this all short confluence. We are in a big old gap. Check out this move from overnight. We did have a couple of pauses here. It wasn't just a straight gap up. We did consolidate and have controlled moves up off the news, and then we just stayed at highs all night long. Check out this green, this yellow line at 25,177. What is that line about? I don't even remember where that line came from. That's clearly from a previous stream, and clearly it's still pivoting. I'm just curious. Let's see where this line goes. We're gonna follow it like a map. What? Wait, we're back in what? Fucking, we're back here. mid March. That was all these highs. We just retested the high of the range. This was the tweet high. God damn it! It's the first tweet high. It's the first fucking tweet high. Oh, second tweet high. This was the one. This was the crimey one, the pre-market one, I think. 10:45, 12. No. This was an after hours tweet. I want to say. Yep. This is the 4:30. Oh, excuse me. This is 6:45 p.m. The tweet that sold us off and we could never reclaim. We've seen this movie before. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the market. I got the oil 96 reject. That's a good sign. ES back at 6,800. That's a good sign. Top wick on the VIX. That's a good sign. I'm gonna go long. I'm long 1 micro. Just don't lose $30. Yeah, that 25,200 level is an issue on the market. Oh wait, what's this? This is profit. All right, I'm out. It was a $6 profit. $6 holla. Probably gonna keep going. I don't need it to though. I only needed to make 1 trade today on this account. This is day 5 on my take profit trader, 50K. Decent bounce forming though. Could have held. Didn't need to. Still have my funded over here. 6,800 still a sticky widget. I do like this engulfing action. If we can get above the EMA, I could chase again off the VIX reject. Oh, but if they wick it down, we're back under 6,800 ES. Watching real close here. I will jump in if we reclaim that 6,800 with gusto, but we keep getting sold down. 67.99.25. See, there's green forming there on the VIX. That was not a strong rejection. We want a strong trending rejection that's going to push us back down with force, and I don't see that happening. Look at that green on the VIX. We're going to head back down. Again, we're inside the gap. I'm glad I caught it on my TPT, but I don't feel super inspired to continue. Look at that. Look at the exit. I told you, we're not getting over this EMA dupe right here. These two. We've been selling from here all dang day. 67.98.50. Yeah, I don't know that I'm super inspired about this just yet. I do like the top wickage on the Vickage. Prepared to enter if that starts to trend to the correct direction as I just described. 6,800 even on ES. Nope. Rejected. Yeah, 68. Nope, 67.98.75. That EMA, this EMA above us, where this one, I guess is where you can really see it. This is 6,800 ES. So my new criteria for getting in is we gotta convincingly get over this EMA, and then I could chase. But that's how my rules are shaping up right now. I would love to just bottom tick this, but I don't think it's the bottom. I don't think it's the bottom, y'all. Could be a 25K. You know, this is the 25K test. The wick went all the way to 25K. They can make an argument there that that's just a 25,000 test on the NASDAQ. If I start to see better rejections forming on oil and VIX, I could be convinced that that was a 25K test and just to try to go long off 25K. 25.10, 25.8, 25.7, 7, 6. I don't think I like it anymore, guys. I don't feel so good, Mr. Dark. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. There's a 25k test, 25k tap with a wick. With a wick. Okay.
Order filled.
I took it. I took 2 off the 25k tap. Show me rejection VIX. Show me rejection oil. Okay, we're in the green. In green. In green. Oh, it's fighting. It's fighting. 67.93 on the ES.
Order
All right,
filled.
I'm out of 1. I think that was a $1 profit. That's fine. We're bottom fishing here. I'm not looking to rock the world. I'm looking to not lose money. That's how we bottom fish. We keep our cost basis as low as possible, and we keep it as small as possible. I didn't chase it up here. I waited for it to go down first. We're under the 25k. Will it hold? My cost basis is at 25,003. We're at 24,990. Oh, I don't feel good. Yeah. Oh. Big VIX move. Big VIX move. I don't even have my close all available. That's lame. Gotta see this VIX fail and the market bounce. 95.95, 95.90 on the oil. 592. Want to see that hanging man form. It's good so far. Tempted to add here, especially on a double top on the VIX. I will not. And we are in the gap with oil and VIX getting spicy. In the green. Oh, don't love that candle. Come on now. Come on now. We need to engulf and get above that EMA if this was truly the bottom. Stop is in. Can't see it, but it's there. Just stop is in at break even.
Order filled.
Yeah. Stopped out. We're above 25k, but that did not engulf the way I wanted it to. I do like the double top with wicks on VIX. VIX with wicks. That was pretty much a break-even trade on the 25k test. Now back under. I don't love this trade anymore, guys. I'm glad we got out of break-even. That was well managed. Yeah, that was a good trade, guys. Technically green, you know, for like all of $1.85 or whatever the fuck. I'll take it. Better than a loss. Better than losing money is getting stopped out. One was kind of a manual stop, and the other one was a auto stop. Okay. Yeah, we are deep in this gap now. Check in with half gap mat. Nope. Nope. No, I don't like any of these here. Completely honest with y'all. Okay, well now we wait. Now we wait. Up 175 and funded. We did pass. We did pass this little take profit trader. Hello, $6. I'm just gonna close you out. Adios. Adios. Okay, look at that dump. The 25k test did not hold. VIX's top wicks did not hold. Down we go. This is in the 15. Let's take that over to the 2 minute. You can really see where the EMAs are happening. And look at this. We're seeing a gamma squeeze downside. Not something I want to fuck with. I'm going to take a quick break, y'all. Back in a few. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm seeing a bottom wick happening. I don't know that I totally trust it there at 67, 86, 87 on the ES, but that looks like we're having good news in the squawk. That's fine. Watching oil here. If we get an oil dump, that would be good news. 95.80 oil. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm long 2 micros off this bottoming action. Like that candle very much with volume. Okay, watching VIX now with his big old top wick off of 22. Okay. Once we get up towards this EMA, I'm going to take one off. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll at least get a push up to take profit before we get stopped out. Seems like people are trying to short it down here. VIX still falling. There we go. I'm out one. It was close enough to the EMA. Ooh, we gotta move fast in this market. Gotta move fast. That was a $20-ish profit. Got one more, about 30 in profit. $50 trade off 2 micros. Not too shabby. Look at the bottom that we tickled. I love tickling bottoms. Oh, but still not a lot of conviction on the bounce. That EMA above painfully stuffing us. Still watching the VIX. Let me get over to the UVX. Why? What the f? Over here. Okay, so we did put in a topping-ish pattern on the UVXY. It just is not confirming it's actually going to bounce here. That's going to stop us out. No, it's all good. Oh, wait, not stopping out. Not stopping out. The bounce continues. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not stopped out. Okay, getting the pop. This is the deadly EMA that we've been riding down this whole day. We lost it right here. Tested it right here. This isn't technically just the retest. This is a re-short zone. I'm moving my stop up to here. Okay, fine. Leaving it. I love the bottom wick. No, I was seeing when it happened. Probably would have ticked it. Oof. Still seeing rejections. This is not giving it up. Oil not giving it up. 67.94. We get back to 6,800 on the ES. 67.95, 75. Yeah, it keeps fading. Fading. It's not the most convincing of bottoms, unfortunately. I love the candle. The oil coming back down. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what we wanted. Very, very good. Very good news. Okay. Moving my stop up to, Okay. Now, 67.98 ES. This could just be the retest of 6,800 from below, which is not necessarily bullish. We've got an EMA hiding above us here at 26. We're at 14.13. Kind of wicked off that 26 level, which makes me think this may be the end of the bounce. We're at 17. I like seeing that 96 reject. Okay, 67.99 on the ES. 75, 50, 75. 6,800 ES. I'm out.
Filled.
Oof, it was a 6,800 test. It was a 6,800 test all along. Now, it could confirm, and this could be the bottom of the day, but we saw how much it sold off 6,800 just a minute ago. The prudent thing to do is to take off the last contract that we had at 26 evens. And now we're down to 16, 17. See, it was a good exit. Trust me. And I don't even know if I'm inspired to continue chasing this. Look at the bottom. We caught that bottom for it was a $100 and something trade right there. I'm very happy with this. VIX continuing the decline. Oil at 95. Will it bounce? Will it fall? Watching this level right here. This 95 level is a bit of a pivot of its own. Let's see if we retest the low or if we're going to hold 95. And this is actually just sellers reloading here at the pre-market high of UVXY and a sus level EMA on the VIX, sus level on the oil. I'm going to have to see continuation downside VIX, continuation downside oil, 6,800 held. So far being held on the ES, but I don't know, guys. We're going to watch close. Okay, seeing a little bit more movement north side. We're through the pre-market high of the UVXY. We've reclaimed the 6,800 with gusto. That's what I wanted to see. But I know there's still sellers hiding right up here at this 25 and 60. And I can see that oil is really hovering at 95 like it doesn't intend to lose it. Yep. See, we got sellers. Now they're sneaking down here just to create a higher low or a lower high. I guess so I got my nomenclature correct. Lower high was just created on the NQ. I will just point out that we're right where I exited that trade. 6,800 retest from above potentially. Again, this is 6,800. That's not bad. Not bad. I still think shorts are reloading here. Anything that's below 70, which is the VWAP, is looking ugly for continuation upside. UVXY reclaiming the pre-market high. Not great. 6802 holding on the ES. Hold the door. Yeah. If I get good continuation of 6,800, this was the retest. 6,800-ish. We can get up there. 802. Okay, UVXY back under the pre-market high. Nope. Still bouncy. Still bouncy. You see VIX bouncy. Now we're seeing oil bounce, VIX bounce, market bounce. Somebody is dying. Now, who could it be? Usually it's the VIX. Usually the VIX wins in these kind of battles. Oh, the VIX put in some red. Oil at 95 though. I don't buy this long, guys. We're still at 6801.75 unless we see a boom up there. We got to get through all of these sellers, these nervous Nellies, all at this level, selling off this big, basically 25,000, 60 to 90. Huge resistance zone. And what do we have up here waiting? VWAP at 70, and then we got this is the 20-day EMA. I think. Oh, is the 200 is waiting up there? The 200-day. That would be honestly like if we had any continuation at all, we wouldn't go above here. Like and then again we got this yellow line waiting at the 25,177. I don't want to have any long-term longs. As much as I would love to tick this bottom and just let it float up the rest of the day, I don't know that that's the move. I think this is still a scalpy day where we take what we can get and we get out of the fucking way when things are looking weird. So that's what I'm doing. Out of the fucking way. We caught this move. We got in the wick up here-ish. 6801.75, 6802. We get a boom above 6805. Probably takes us above these 60s, and that would be tempting to chase. I'm liking the rejection that I see on VIX, but oil hanging out, man. Oil got a $3 bounce and is not faded it at all. Well, I've seen oil under the 95. I don't know that this move has got legs. Here, you can see where my cursor is kind of like our level of resistance that we got to watch out for. Which is around 25,050, 62. 25,062. Oh man, I just realized it's quiet over here, guys. We gotta get some music going. I feel like we need something with a little bit of attitude because the market's a little challenging right now. Like, all right, let's see what we got. Okay, holler X Reaper Studios. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this market. Highly sketchy. Highly sketchy. All right. Feeling good about this music choice. Feeling good about not engaging with a log anymore. It was a 6800 test and fail all along. The real journey was the friends that we made along the way to filling the gap. I don't wanna though. I'm not here to fill no gaps. I'm here to watch oil fall so I can go long on the market. That ain't happening. The world has not fixed itself, everybody. So just to bring you up to speed, last night, after the equities closed, but during futures, I thought about streaming, but I also thought about, this could be the beginning of a new nuclear situation. I'm just going to leave it at that, based on the threats that were being thrown around yesterday, which, by the way, just for the record, why I didn't trade yesterday, I had kid stuff to do, but I'm so glad I was not trading yesterday. I made $500 in the pre-market before I even thought about talking to y'all. 25K retest on the NQ. I don't like it. Look at the VIX. Anyways, so then I took the rest of the day off. I was out of here at 9:15. I didn't even sit around for the open. I listened in. I kind of paid attention here and there, but I was honestly at a place that had no phone service for most of the afternoon, and it felt so right. It felt so good. I was hanging out with horses, hanging out with kids. It was a lovely afternoon. Meanwhile, our President Trump of the United States, 45th and 47th President of the United States. Oh, there goes VIX. Under 25K on the NQ. He made some threats that were a little scary yesterday. I got scared. Talking about ending civilizations and stuff. And obviously it's all just bluster and bravado with that guy. That guy ain't never serious about nothing. He's trying to manipulate the market. So we all kind of knew that probably nuclear war was not going to happen. Probably. But I couldn't exactly take the chance, especially I've got my kids. So I decided to just take the evening off too and not do a stream, not do any trading in the evening. I heard the rumors of the peace deal before 6 p.m. and I was on Twitter Spaces listening close at 5:45 because I thought any kind of rumbling and the market's actually going to shoot up before the announcement even happens. And what happened? We shot up 500 points. We got the announcement. We shot up another 300, and then we stair-stepped up as I showed you before. I decided to have a really nice sit-down dinner with my kids. I decided that in the event of something catastrophic happening in the Middle East, I would rather have some really good family time and a nice memory before things went real bad. I didn't need to be engaged in this. I'm feeling the same way right now, guys. It's the same way. We're in the giant gap from last night. Sure, we're bouncing up and testing 25K from below. That could potentially be a long period, but I don't want to be long. I don't like it anymore. I don't think I like this market today, guys. I intentionally missed the move last night. I got no hard feelings about that. I had a really lovely evening with my partner and my children and my dogs. We had a good day. I made $500. I had no FOMO. That was a really good feeling. No FOMO. So I encourage you all, as we look at this, not quite hanging man, but definitely doji forming from resistance EMAs at 25K, to be your sign that this is not the time to chase it long. It's not the time to try to get back in the move that you missed overnight. This is not the dip to buy. It's not it. We get back over 6,800 on ES, or 67.94. Is get a decent bounce. 25K reclaim, that was where I was contemplating going long, but not with all this resistance above. I told you we got EMA resistance just over 25K, EMA resistance at 20, seller resistance between now 30 to 44, and then over here from 50 to friggin' 90. There's so many obstacles in the way of going long. So I hope that you guys are not just burning yourselves out here on the chop. We missed the move. I intentionally missed the move. I didn't want to be a part of the move. I didn't want it to, this is one of those things where it's like, oh, I could short it from the top. And then if we drop bombs, I would make a lot of money, but I don't want to make money like that. You got to think about this. This is a business, this business of day trading. This is not a lot of ethics. And you know what? That's probably by design because Wall Street is not great with ethics. Okay, we're at our first resistance on NQ. We got the 25K reclaim. Now the 20, which is our blue one, was the 200 blues. The 20-day EMA from below test on the 2. Let's see what we're doing on the 5. 5 EMAs. Oh gosh, we did have a cross down between the 20 and the 200. What's the purple one? The 8 and 20 cross downside on the 5. That would have been a moment to short from. That's what those shorts did up here in the 30s. I do like what I see, but I don't want to be a part of it, guys. People are still trying to short this gap, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit, because the fact is, here's the facts. Last night, 6-ish, 6:30-ish, we get all this good news. Yeah, war is over. John Lennon's resurrected. Zombie John Lennon said the world is great. It's not like that. We got a 2-week sort of ceasefire deal. It's not totally clear who asked for it, who delivered it, but both sides, Iran, the United States, have agreed to a ceasefire for now. Now, there's another couple of parties involved here that haven't exactly weighed in, namely Israel, Lebanon. Those guys are currently fighting today during the ceasefire. Pakistan is kind of managing the whole thing, which I guess Pakistan and Iran are friends, and Pakistan and the US are like friends. We're all hoping that they can hold it together, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in any of these actors. I want you guys to realize who we're talking about here. We're talking about the Middle East. We're talking about not even conflicts that predate my life, but conflicts that predate our nation's life. We're talking about ancient feuds, blood feuds, religious feuds. I don't think that we can just insert ourselves and blow shit up for 3 weeks. They blow shit up for 3 weeks, and then we just sort of like walk away and say, fair's fair. We're all good now. Bygones be bygones. I think this is not done yet. Now, could it get more done in the next 2 weeks? Yeah. Could the next 2 weeks actually just be a huge choppy fake out fest? A la the tariffs of last year. Do you remember the tariffs of last year? 2025 tariff crash. We crashed twice. We crashed in March, bottomed, came up and tested the 21-day SMA, lost it the following day, and sold for another 3 weeks until we hit the fucking bottom in April. That was the real bottom. Is this the real bottom? The 2-week pause? Real bottom? Or is this just going to be a chance for the market to catch its breath, reprice a little bit? Maybe up here at 25,000, but fucking maybe not. I could see us back down in the 24,600s. You remember just last week? It was fucking just on Monday and Tuesday. I was shorting from 23. All right, I gotta look. I think it was 24,240. 24,240. I could see us come back way back down there and test it. 24,242. That was our number. Sorry, I couldn't pull that out of my ass. Pause. I could see us at the very least come test the prior day high. That would be a compelling long. Here in the middle, even from this bouncy bounce bottom, how much is waiting there? That's still another 400 points, 470 points to that retest. Now, you could scalp around here, but I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. This is not the time to trade. Obviously, the time to trade was last night at 6:30 p.m. Short of that, I've made a little scratch today. Made a little bit of money. I don't have a lot of faith in the market, so may call it a day here. Maybe just, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna flip it over. We can do a little bit of scalping around here in my practice account. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry guys, getting a phone call. BRB, you can enjoy this YouTube hip hop music a little longer. And we're back. Briefly, just checking in. Still under 6,800 on the ES. This is just choppy, non-tradey, not good for business. I see VIX gapping down and the market not caring. I see oil hanging out. This is not tradable, y'all. You be careful. I'm going to take 5. I have a kid, mom, baby mama, ex-wife situation I got to go handle. Get packed up for the day. And I'll just chill. You know what? I'll give you this range on the... This is really the only chart you gotta watch. Oil versus 96. Woo. Y'all have fun with that. Uh-oh. You know what? I think this 25K area is somewhat compelling, but watch this. This is all you really need to see here. ES 6,800. It's all about 6,800. A reclaim and then above some EMAs. Be interesting. But I don't see it happening, y'all. Be careful out there. I'll be back in 5. And we're back. Hi, everybody. We're finally getting some movement above 6,800 on the ES. VIX finally found the downward trend we were looking for. Still not taking it. Love the music, though. Hope you guys enjoy it. And VIX going down to test 21 now. Might take one more trade here. Practice account, but again, this EMA stack above, not super inspiring. I do like seeing the 96 rejection on oil, but it's still sticking above 95. I don't know that this move is legit, y'all. Where am I going to find indicator with the open? TopStep data. Oh, they're way down there. What are they, though? Well, those are not helpful, TopStep. Sorry. Never mind. What is the rest of these? Okay. Well, this is the 223 and the 113. Interesting. Now, with this move up, we came back down to retest this 25,055. I could be convinced to potentially go. So let's look at it here on the NQ. 25K reclaim with lots of green candles on the 5. Saw buyers really step in at the 25.35. Now we're at 25.80s where I identified previous resistance. This is where sellers were hiding before. VIX on the 21 tap, but also potential SR flip. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. A little bit against the trend, but I'm tempted to short here. Especially we get about 68.17 in the ES. That's really where the tops of the resistance. That's around 25,090. Get a 21 bounce. What's up with the UVXY? What's even happening? That's why 44.63. Oh, which reminds me. Let's just jump into here. Okay. VXY liquidity map. 45 MHP. Wow. That was the pre-market high. We've lost it twice, but it's staying close by. We're at 44.66. We are not giving it up. Normally, you would think the MHP rejection, but claimed and lost. Not super bullish to me. A little bit bullish under here. And we're currently at like 44.60. Wish I could change my candles. Still can't figure out how to make my candles look. But anyways, we're at 44.61. Top wick forming. I wanted to get short from maybe up here at 25,100. Now we got 114 resistance up above. There we go. Into short. Starting. Ooh, don't get too many. Let's scale into this short. See the 21 bounce
Order
on VIX.
filled.
Or 5. 44.57 on the UVXY, however, but look at that top wick forming. See that? Sellers, told you, sellers, resistance, resistance, resist. Resist, resist! Amaze, amaze! Resistance! 21.04 on the VIX. We go under 21, and then we might have a different conversation. 21.07 VIX. Market going up more. This is why we scale in. We're in the 80s.
Order filled.
I added 5 more. Now, will we get the massive drop from here, or are we going to do a big flipperoo? I'm short all the way up into 25,135 will be my final stop out. Which, just for our reference, 25,135. There-ish. We can go as high. Look at that. We'll go up to this giant profit taking at 50. Okay. This account has 4K of drawdown in it. We got plenty of space to play. Yeah. I'll shrink that a little bit so you can see the stop. love the scratching. 21.01 on the VIX. Let's see what happens when we interact with 21. VXY showing some green, 44.64. Top wicks. Oil under 95 though. This is again a bit of a disagreement we're seeing in the market. The VIX is holding over 21. Oil did not hold over 95. It's at 94.85. That is confusing indicators. No confluence on the short. All I know is we've got plenty of sellers here. But they could have been panic selling from the morning dump. And this could be the genuine move. Hard to say. I'm going to enter in probably 10 more around 100, 113. Watching close, VIX 21. Currently red on the trade. Do I hear a child out there? Okay, stay there. And we're back. Gonna have a lunch date with my daughter. Pretty excited about that. It's not every day that the kids are out of school and excited to spend time with me. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Starting to get some green in the trade. Not bad. That's looking pretty good. You get a lot of real estate there. You can see my whole position here. Initially had the bounce off 21 on VIX. Now we're maybe sending it under 94.68 on oil. Back to the 80s. Thanks for tuning in to X Reaper Studios. We'll catch you next time on the rhyme with a 5 We may be waiting to interact with this EMA right here, which is currently around 107, 108. So that'll be my next ad spot. I'll add 10 more up there. Just flirting. We're just flirting and tickling on our entry. Music stop. That was a sick beat. Done. There we go. Okay, green, seeing green here. Notice this kind of like tweezer top-ish action here. Wonder what's gonna happen in 3 minutes. We get the new hourly candle. New liquidity may be coming into the market, but it's also lunch liquid. For the liquid lunchers out there, hourly candle 2 minutes left on. Currently, this candle is interior to the prior candle. That means we have not completely gotten out of the woods of this. Okay, a little bit. Here we go. That's gonna be my ad. It's not that I think this market is necessarily bearish, just that I think that volatility is not going anywhere and oil's not going anywhere, and 1,000 points up is a lot of points. We entered the gap, we did not fill it. Check this out on SPX. Flirted inside this gap where we opened from, then we support it. We're supportive of the open. Not really a short. I'm gonna throw a line on there. Just our reference. This is our. Heyo, there's the dump that we wanted. We're getting some bounce action. Okay, that's the downside I expected off the VIX 21 bouncer. Okay, we see there's sellers on the SPX. We see this fucking enormous gap below. That's what those sellers want. They want the gap bad. They want it bad. You see that there's how much down there? Just from the open? 135 points on the SPX. Whoo! You could get like a 6,600 put. Fill the gap, and that would be party time. I'm not doing it. This little baby short here is the best I got. New hourly candle just popped on. We're gonna see if it can best those two top wicks and get above the 25,100 level, where I'm just waiting to re-short. Currently in the red on the trade. I think maybe we go 25,101. I'm maybe gonna move this down. 25,101. About 25,100 even. See if it tags me in on the ad. EMA is at 102.50s. Could be the tap. Tappy tap. 21 still on the VIX. SPX. I don't care about you. I care about crude. And this 50. Sorry, this 95 bouncer. Testing 95 right now from below. VIX under 21. All right, will we get tagged in? Let's find out. I was kind of waiting for up here, but oh, are you gonna get me in? Are you gonna get me in? That's a big green bar, but I don't think I trust it.
Order filled.
All right, tagged in on the ad. Currently short 20 micros from 25,090. I'll add more. I'll do it. I'll do it. 94.70 on oil. Bounce. 2098, 2095 now on the VIX. Start to see oil precipitously dumping. This is going to be bad news for the short.
Order filled.
I added. Do it. Do it. I wanted to add up the 100-ish on the EMAs. The 130. Now, with all of these ads, I should be reducing my risk or keeping my risk the same. This is one thing about TopStep that I enjoy, is you can actually see exactly what your risk is. That's just more of a display issue than anything else. Everything else that TopStep does is not always the best. Customer service, though, pretty good. Give them that. Tough short, though. Tough short. Back at that EMA again. Up with you. 44.42 and 44.04 weight. than breaking the 21 on the VIX, I'm not seeing a lot to justify this move up.
Order filled.
Add it. I added. 68.20 now on the ES. 68.24 waiting above. Okay, this is one of those situations where you get yourself down on micros. VIX is continuing to the south side. 111, 113. That was
Order
my
filled.
final ad. Wow, glad I'm not doing this in my funded account, guys. They got 2,500 to draw down left. Okay, more rejection on the UVXY. Wait, what's this? What's this? Upside resistance in the 100s? Who would have thought of that? It's the VWAP test, baby. My cost basis is at 100. Oh, a little bit of green for a second. Oh, hey, I'm gonna take some off, taking some off, taking some off.
Order filled.
Okay. Because of these bouncy EMAs down below, that was the exit spot. Stop is now break even. Got $100 out of that. Could have been more, but yikes. That's oil getting a bounce off 95. Now, to go 50 smalls, that was a bit of a extreme position size. But I wanted to prove the point that this is not all bulls and rainbows. Look at that VIX back at 21. 21 tap from below. It reclaims while oil reclaims 95. And I think that's all she wrote on the bounce. You gotta go back and find some liquidity somewhere in the middle again. We broke above the range, above the inside candle on the hourly. Will we break back below? Is the question. Goes. VIX back under 21. Nope. Take two more
Order
off.
filled.
Excuse me, that was 10 more. Whoops! Well, I guess I locked in that profit and then didn't I? I think I actually just went long accidentally. I was supposed to be taking off 2, not 20.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm flat. Again, bouncy EMAs, which is what I was trying to exit from. Let's see if we can re-enter here, come back up and tap the EM. Thanks over 21.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm back in short
Order filled.
for 20. I don't think we get above this EMA this time. Certainly not above these two candles. So I'll even show you the visual stoppage. Pretty good rejection there off the 20s in the ES. I think we go explore liquidity to the downside. Do I think we're going to fill the gap? No. But it doesn't mean we can't get some action to the downside. There's still, this is 24,900 and this is 25,100. This is 100 points on the hourly here that we could go explore for liquidity. 2103 on the VIX. Above some of the 2-minute EMAs, above all of the 5-minute EMAs. Bullish on the 5. Ooh, look at the top. That's where we are. That's where you can find us.
Order
I'm
filled.
taking off. Jeez, I did it again. It took all the profit. Damn it. Not trying to make profit. I want to leave runners. UVXY is still falling out. Yes, testing some good EMA action. Could actually be the long. 21. Okay,
Order
VIX.
filled.
VIX getting golfing here on the 5. Now, change my quantity effectively, appropriately. Oh, but no, VIX gave a rejection there. Same risk as before. Oh, oil just took a dump. Nope. Oh, VIX and oil both head down at the same time, which is probably going to send the market skyward even. To the sky. Oil firmly at 94.50s. Hello, Rocky. Hope you guys can see my dog Rocky. His tail. Can you see just this tip of his head? If you add a water downstairs and you're very thirsty and the children don't know your sounds yet, they hey, take all the water. Boy. You know what? Just for posterity's sake, let me say hi to Rocky. No, Rocco. Oh, you don't have your blanket. Come here, bud. Rocco, come here. People, I swear there was a dog right here. Dog. Rocco, come on, bud. I took away your blanket because I washed it. Bad. Busy wearing his dog bed. Currently airing out outside from being washed. Well, again, not getting much of the bounce that I wanted. I'm talking into nothing right here. I don't know what you're. See the VIX gapping up and all. Still waiting to see a fade here. So far, the VIX is cooperating. Starting to get the drop. Give it a drop. Yeah. All right, everybody. That might be the end of the short. VIX back at 21, falling. Tightening my risk a little bit here, above this EMA. Yep, that was the bounce I was afraid of. Can size down if we start to really get poppy here. Yeah, UVXY falling hard, VIX under 21. EMA is the last hope.
Order filled.
So I added there. Added on this EMA tap. Let's see if we can salvage the trade. Get a little green here. If not, we'll be out for 640. Still profitable on the day. But that'll call it for the day. The battle of EMAs right here. Which one is strongest? Oh, UVXY got a bit of the bounce. Oil's 94.70s. VIX still under 21. Bullish for the market if it stays under. Of course, I am short the market, so I kind of want it to go back over. Uh-oh. EMA battle. Who's going to win?
Order filled.
I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out 2/3, and I'm actually changing. Those are basically break evens.
Order
Taking a
filled.
little bit of profit. Look at that bottom wick.
filled.
Look at that bottom wick trying to form. Will the buyers save it here on the EMA stack on the 10-minute? Could be the entry there at the 25,070. So as we get closer to 70, I'll be scaling out, taking my
Order
profits.
filled.
Took off one more. I got 7 left. Definitely some buyers still hanging out up here, but look at the buyers showing up on the VIX. 21. Moment of truth.
Order
Yep.
filled.
You know what I did? To the position. I took profit and then I went long. Look at the size of this bottom wick, y'all. Long 7 from there. Get above this EMA, maybe? I almost never use the reverse position button. This is just one of those times. That's just what the chart is telling me. How's it gonna work out? Okay. Okay.
Order
Picking off a
filled.
couple, just kind of de-risking. For 21. Oil's not really giving it up though.
Order filled.
Uh-oh. Oil's getting the bounce. There goes the short on the market.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
As big as I'm gonna go here for a potential V-top bounce. Again, we got lots of EMAs waiting down here. 70s where I really would love my cost basis to be.
Order filled.
80. Ready to go long. VIX at 2105. Not great for longs though. Okay, EMA stack.
Order filled.
XY, big volume. Be the dump. I was watching for this dump earlier. VIX gapped up. Oh, but wait a minute. It was a long after all. Really? It was a long after all? By getting real spicy. You get down to 66, it was so quick I couldn't even get an ad in there. 77 now. Had the gap, but I oil over 5 to.
Order filled.
Okay, adding in the 70s for my
Order
original plan.
filled.
Full size now. Risking 2200. I will scale out if we start to break below the EMA there. Uh-oh. Okay, we're at the EMA stack. Will it fail? Will the 10-minute EMA stack fail on us, guys? Oil big pump.
Order filled.
I added more. I didn't know I could add more. So cool. I'm being a little saucy with my stop here. Just to practice.
Order
Just a
filled.
practice account. Now that's the VWAP tap that I really wanted. Oh my! Getting that bounce! Yes, sir! Losing this EM. Yes, as VWAP a little further below.
Order filled.
Added on it. Yep, that was that bounce. Long 90 micros. That's a hefty position there. I am noticing the long rope hanging man on the 10-minute, and that is not bullish. But we are green. Oh, temporarily green. Things are warming up. Like that top wick on oil suggests that we might not be piercing through the 96 anytime soon. The sellers are still there. I see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, we're green. We're green. We're engulfing. All right, I'm gonna start taking some off.
Order filled.
Start taking some off. Start taking some off.
Order filled.
Freaking 90 micros.
filled.
That's insane. All right, that's a $400 profit. Stop at break even. Sizing down. Sizing down. Sizing down.
Order filled.
Up two more. These top wicks. Raising the top up. It was a long-ish. A martingale long. But hey, green is green. All right. I see the ES rejecting off of a 2-minute EMA above. I see the VIX not really giving it up on 21. So let's take off a couple more.
Order filled.
Couple more. Couple
Order
more.
filled.
Still long 4. And watch what I'm going to do here. Just put in some stops in both directions. See what happens. This is all part of profit taking. We're in profit. I don't have a whole lot of faith this is going to continue as long as VIX is above 21.
Order filled.
Out of 1. Notice when I hit my limit sell above, I still have 2 runners just in case we get big ups.
Order filled.
Okay, took me out on 2. 2 to go. I'll even add 1 more. This is just as a stop. Stop above
Order
the stop.
filled.
Got filled. And
Order filled.
got filled on the last. Still holding this VWAP here though. Tempted to jump back in. Oil 95.27 and falling. Great top wick on oil. Need VIX to follow suit. Very spicy at this level, 25,070.
Order filled.
All right, I longed
Order
it some more.
filled.
I'm long 15 micros.
Order filled.
And
Order filled.
last scalp
Order
of the
filled.
day.
Order
Puts it
filled.
at 1,500 profit. There's that long I wanted off the VWAP. Now as we hit that
Order
EMA,
filled.
I'm going to just scale back out.
Order filled.
That is a beautiful trade, ladies and gentlemen.
Order filled.
That's how we do it. I'm going to
Order
take that
filled.
last one off. We're flat on the day. That's $1,631 in profit in a relatively short amount of time. Glad I exited there. We're in a bit of a chop zone. I'm going to call it a day here, everybody. Thanks for joining me, if you did. If you didn't, I don't mind. I love you anyway.